Children learn to make good decisions by making decisions, not by following directions.
I think that what Alfie has to say is something that really needs to be heard here in the Netherlands. He speaks about children in a very different tone than we are used to here.
Yeah, of course, it's very flattering that someone would care enough about my work to go to all this effort to be a starter and to make it happen. And it's very gratifying that not only did Anne put in all this effort, but that so many people took the bait and decided to come.
This is the first time in 15 years that Alfie will be back in Europe, and he will be here in Amsterdam, and I just cannot wait to meet him.
I feel as good as the people who are listening to me, I hope. If they found this disorienting in a useful way, challenging to help them rethink education and parenting, then I'm satisfied for having made this journey.
This is what matters most in the best schools, because these teachers know that if kids have a disposition to learn, if they remain curious, as excited as they were when they were very small, then with proper guidance and support, excellence will come. But if you ignore how they feel about school and just talk about excellence, raising the bar, then it's going to implode. It doesn't work. You can't do a run around the way students regard what they're doing and treat them like machines. We put the teaching in, we get the learning out. So that's one thing you don't find is grades. The best schools have no grades at all because they're about learning, not about rating and ranking. And we have research showing those things tend to pull in opposite directions. By the way, some teachers who have to give grades at the end say to the kids, I got to put a grade down, what should it be? You pick. Now that takes guts. But it is remarkable that teachers who do that tell me uniformly that kids almost always give themselves the same grade or even one lower than the teacher would have. And in any case, if one kid takes advantage, it doesn't matter because of the enormous good you've done by neutralizing the inherently destructive effects of grades. So one of the things I always try to push myself to do is to talk less and ask more. Those 4 simple words can not only make you a better parent, but also a better spouse, lover, friend, manager. But for many of us, it's hard to do. Children learn to make good decisions by making decisions, not by following directions. And so the best parents are always pushing themselves. They're always saying to themselves, maybe in bed that night or the shower, why did I decide this when I could have brought my kid in on thinking about this together? What's the appropriate number of cookies to have? What's an appropriate curfew for a 14-year-old on a school night? Being a terrific parent, like being a terrific teacher, begins with our summoning the courage to give up some control and not having to win battles or impose our will. The more you use power to control children, the less influence you're likely to have over their lives. Good luck and thank you for coming.
I've never been to Holland before. It's been a while since I traveled to Europe at all. But the experience was certainly positive enough for me to think about taking advantage of other invitations in Europe if they should come my way. It was a good experience.
Other things are already starting to happen because of it. So I just spoke to a publisher. I spoke to someone who maybe will do other debates on these topics. So yeah, great things will follow.
Bring your heroes live on stage. Who do you have in mind? Live on demand.